So what is the big sacrifice that we need to make in order to attain that love? True happiness lies in the contentment of having and not having. So true happiness is when you have and when you don't have. And when you can be contented with that. Because there's sometimes a reason why you also don't have. Allah says in the Quran, do you think that you will enter paradise unless Allah establishes who amongst you have struggled hard and with patience? So that's part of why we're here. To struggle and to check your level of faith and patience. Even heaven is something we need to strive for. How can you strive for heaven when you have not endeavored to create it over here? So we always think of, well, a lot of Muslims, they do these after economics. Like if I make so many salahs and if I make so many fasts, then I'm going to have such a big palace. Or I'm going to make this jihad, I'm going to have 70 wives. That's after economics. How do you create that heaven on earth? So if you can't help a child to create happiness for that child, or you can't help somebody else to be happy, how can you attain that kind of happiness in the year after? And whatever the year after looks like, we don't know. Nobody's ever come back and said it looks like this. It might just be this. So you might as well create your heaven over here. Do you think you should enter paradise while there has not yet come upon you the like of those who passed away before you? Misery and hardship has befallen them. So the Quran says that, do you think you're any different? People before you were challenged. And so you will also be challenged. Nothing different. Do the men think, or do human beings think that on saying, we believe, that they will be left to themselves and that they will not be tested? We did certainly put to test even those who came before them. So let us beseech Allah's mercy and help in making us see the things that stand in our way of our own happiness and stand in our way of our prayers being answered. And we ask Allah to ease our burdens for us and to help us to make those necessary sacrifices in order that we can grow. Sacrifice contributes to the success of our personal and our collective struggles as a human race in two ways. Firstly, on a personal level, they strengthen our inner spiritual and moral resources and develop qualities of a character in us which are essential for our personal struggles at every level. So the more you sacrifice, the more it builds your character. And that building of the character is necessary for the things that you wish to attain, for the prayers that you wish to be answered. And secondly, on a communal level, they develop and reinforce cohesion. So when the saying, like attracts like. If you are a person that likes goodness, that likes justice, that likes love and all of that, you will attract those kind of people in your life, and vice versa. So then you create that cohesion that we need as a human race within the collective, giving it strength and resources to overcome the social challenges. So sacrifices both on a personal and on a social level. There's benefits to sacrifice. Imagine a society that doesn't care about sacrifices for personal growth and just have self-serving needs. What happens to that kind of a society? And we as Muslims, we have to think of ourselves as not being an individual, but that we are part of a collective. If we're saying that Allah is one, we haven't seen Allah. We have Allah within us. We have the experiences of Allah within us and within nature. And we have to be one with that. Every act of sacrifice nourishes and increases our iman, our faith. For it transforms a verbal confession and a mental conviction into an action. It confirms and thus increases your love for Allah. So sacrifices, the more you do it, and you see the attainment of the success of that, or the results of that sacrifice, it increases your love for Allah. For at every step you give up something for the sake of this universal love, which is Allah, you attain a higher state of being. Sacrifice reinforces your loyalty and fidelity to Allah. For all other loyalties become secondary as they are sacrificed for the sake of this loyalty. In short, sacrifices bring you nearer to Allah. The process is mutually interactive. The stronger your faith, the greater your capacity to sacrifice, and vice versa. So the greater the sacrifice, the more internalized and deeper your faith becomes and your Allah consciousness. Sacrifices are essential for the development of moral qualities. And so moral qualities are not qualities that you're being dictated to. Moral qualities are those qualities that you decide for yourself. No, this is no longer for me. I don't want to live on that sort of animalistic nature. I want to develop myself. So you start developing your own morals through the sacrifices that you have done. But essentially for the development of the quality of patience, endurance, perseverance, fortitude, resolve and determination. So imagine that you've sacrificed something. It was hard for you to sacrifice it, but you've done it. You've achieved it. It does something for you. Then you tackle on something else again. You sacrifice and it does something for you. So it starts to increase your level of perseverance and your level of patience. And you will notice that these qualities are needed when you receive bigger challenges. These can be summed up in just one word: sabr. Right? Sabr is not just patience; it's to continue when the things get tough. The tough gets going. So sabr is to continue with that faith and the conviction that whatever I'm sacrifices, I will see the rewards of that. And not in the akhirah, you see it here, right here. Every sacrifice reinforces this quality of sabr, making it grow in quality and in strength. So sabr in turn sustains and increases the capacity to sacrifice. So it's this vicious circle. The more you sacrifice, the more you develop sabr, the more you get Allah conscious, the more you want to sacrifice, and this is how you grow. All promises of help from Allah, all assurances of success in this world and rewards in the year after have been made conditional upon the attainment of this iman and the sabr. So you can't achieve higher levels unless you have this basic faith and patience or perseverance. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has likened his ummah, his people, as a solid brick structure. So if one brick of the structure is weak, then it will have an effect on the bigger structure. And this is how we need to see ourselves, that once we've developed ourselves, whatever structure we form part, whether it is a relationship structure, it is a team structure, it is a social structure, it's organizational structure, the way we are, or the way we're being in that structure, it will affect the structure. So we ask Allah through this noble Quran and its beautiful messages to strengthen us so that we can become aware of our shortcomings, and for Allah to grant us the strength to be able to make the necessary changes, inshallah. Allahumma ansur man nasara deen Muhammad, Allahumma ansur mujahideen fi kulli makan, Allahumma yassir wa la tu'assir, Allahumma tamim bil khair wa anta al-karim muyassir. Oh Allah, assist those who assist the cause of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh Allah, assist all those who strive towards good in every place. Oh Allah, make things easy for us and remove difficulty. Oh Allah, complete us in goodness. Truly you are the most noble of those who provide assistance. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وصحبه وسلم. Truly Allah and the angels sends blessings on Muhammad and salutations. So O you who believe, send greetings and salutations upon him. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. And the final word is that all praise and thanks is due to Allah, the authority over all creation. أتل ما أوحي إليك من الكتاب وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تسمعون. Recite what is sent of this book by inspiration to you, and establish regular prayer, for prayer restrains from shameful deeds and evil actions. And remembrance of Allah is the greatest, without a doubt, and Allah knows the deeds that we do. So let us stand for prayer.